insights, all the goodies, and everything you should be looking out for in football. Fifth possession, goals which is coming. I'm talking about global sports analysis. Welcome to the Global Sports Analysis, where we explore the story shaping the future of football. I am Ndenka Black, and today we are shining the spotlight on the next generation of stars. I'm talking about young players who are redefining the game with their talent, their versatility, and their fearless performances. Now, these aren't just prospects. They are already making their waves, their mark on the global stage. And I'd like to talk about 5 rising sensations who I believe, in my own opinion, are blazing a trail across the top leagues right now. Now, that would be, of course, Carlos Baleba and Miles Lewis-Skelly. Now, these 2 rising stars in the world of football each bring unique talents and contributions to the respective clubs. Both players have showcased exceptional potential in their positions and, of course, earning recognition for their performances and playing style. Now, Carlos Baleba, a 21-year-old Cameroonian midfielder, currently shines as a critical player for Brighton and Hove Albion in the Premier League. Now, he is known for his physical presence, defensive solidity, and ability to dictate the tempo of matches. Now, Baleba has solidified his role as the midfield engine. Of course, the 2024 and 2025 season, he has made 25 appearances in the Premier League, scoring 2 goals, both in away matches, and registering 1 assist. Baleba's defensive contributions are particularly noteworthy, with 98 successful tackles. That's a 52% success rate. He also has a 56 interceptions and 237 recoveries. Now, his ability to win duels demonstrated by 253 duels won, and his passing accuracy with about 1,640 passes completed at an average of 3.31.54 per match, which of course underlines his importance to the Brighton midfield strategy. Now, despite accumulating 13 yellow cards and 1 red card, Baleba's physicality and work rate makes him a vital asset for his club. Now, on the other hand, Miles Lewis-Skelly, an 18-year-old English talent from what we would call Arsenal's Hill End Academy, has emerged as a versatile player who has been dubbed as the Swiss Army knife for his ability to seamlessly switch between defensive and midfield roles. Now, Lewis-Skelly has impressed both fans and coaches alike. Now, during the 2024-2025 season, he has made 29 appearances across all competitions, with 14 in the Premier League, although he has only scored in one goal in the league and has not registered any assists, but his contributions go beyond the stat sheets. And of course, we could see that he excels. His tactical intelligence has allowed him to excel both as a left back and a midfielder, showcasing maturity beyond his years. Now, of course, we have to look at internationally. He has made history as the youngest player to score in his debut. Now, that was the match England versus Albania in the World Cup qualifier. And while his season has included moments of rashness resulting in 2 red cards, these experiences have been framed as a learning opportunity for him by his coaches. Now, in comparing these 2 players, it's clear that both Carlos Baleba and Lewis-Skelly have the potential to become long-term, assets for their clubs and country. Now, Baleba's ability to control the game from the midfield, coupled with his defensive prowess, makes him a standout player for Brighton, while Lewis-Skelly's versatility, technical skill, and fearlessness has positioned him as one of Arsenal's most exciting young talents. And now, I believe that as they continue to develop their skills and grow as players in their respective journeys, they are bound to, really do well and excite the football world, both both for their country and their clubs. Now, both players have embodied the qualities of determination, adaptability, and ambition that, of course, are essential for success at the highest level of football. Now, what do you think about these 2 players, and what do you think about their prospects? Now, moving on to Spain, we have Pau Curbasi. This is one player that, of course, gets me quite excited because he's referred to as a defensive dynamo. Now, Pau Kubarsi is an emerging talent and is one of the standout young defenders in the football, cementing his role as a vital part of the Barcelona squad. Now, at just 18 years old, he has accomplished remarkable feats reflecting his maturity, skill sets far beyond his years. Now, this season, Kubarsi has already played 28 La Liga matches, a testament to the trust placed in him by Barcelona's head coach Hansi Flick, and his contributions extend just beyond or way beyond his defensive abilities or his duties, which of course we can see from 3 assists to his name. That of course demonstrates his ability to impact the game offensively as well as defensively. And now notably, he has helped the team secure 8 clean sheets, which of course highlights his reliability at the back. Now, one of Kurbasi's defensive or defining attributes is his aerial dominance. Standing at 6 feet tall, he boasts a 76% success rate in aerial duels, making him a critical asset during set pieces at both ends of the pitch. And now his physicality and timing in the air gives Barcelona a significant advantage, whether it's defending against crosses or attacking corners. Now, additionally, his game-reading ability is exceptional. For me, I think that Kurbasi possesses an innate sense to anticipate opponents' moves, which allows him to make timely interceptions and minimize threats before they even develop. Now, beyond his technical and physical attributes, Kurbasi's composure under pressure stands out. He has a very calm demeanor on the pitch, whether it's holding the defensive line against quick attackers or building play from the back. And now his passing accuracy is another aspect of his game that I really do love, and that is worth of noting. Now, he has consistently delivered well-timed, accurate passes to initiate transitions and maintain position. Now, this is not just about a young defender. I think it makes him a crucial link in Barcelona's system, which emphasizes control and fluidity, because for me, Kurbasi has already begun to attract attention on the international stage as well, because with a call-up from Spain's national team on the horizon, he has positioned himself to be one of the standout defenders. Of course, his versatility, intelligence, of course, ensures that he can adapt to various tactical systems, making him a player that every coach would want to have on their team. While he's a young player, of course, he's at a very young age, he brings the occasional learning curve, and Kurbasi has developed displayed a willingness to grow and improve, which of course is taking him on new challenges with determination, and he of course embodies the qualities of a modern centre back. I would also like to add that Kurbasi would of course remind us of the golden era where we had legendary defenders like Carlos Puyol, Gerard Piqué, who would really show great defensive qualities during that era. Now, of course, we see physical strength, technical ability, technical intelligence, and leadership potential from Kurbasi. And if he continues in his upward trajectory, Pau Kurbasi has the makings of a world-class defender, and his journey is one that football fans would be eager to follow. Now, moving on to France, we have George Ilenikina. And many would call him the ice cold finisher. One thing I love about George Ilenikina is his quickly becoming one of football's most exciting forwards, making waves for AS Monaco, and has shown why he is a player to watch. And that he's just 18 years old, the Nigerian-born striker has demonstrated remarkable composure and an ability to rise to the occasion, both in League One and the European stage. Now, this season, Ilenikina has made 20 League One appearances, during which he has scored 3 goals and provided 2 assists, and of course, shows that he's ready to compete at the highest level, and he has always stepped up in UEFA competitions, netting 2 goals in 6 matches. His performances in high pressure scenarios underscores his ability to handle big stage pressure, and of course an essential quality for any aspiring top level forward. Now, he is known for his composed finishing and reminds us of the legend, so to speak, Victor Osimhen. And of course, Ilenikina boast of a 16% goal conversion rate, which is an impressive statistic for a young player still honing his craft. Now, his ability to remain calm in front of goal sets him apart from players, and we would see that, of course, he's eyeing an opportunity to be one of the greatest poachers that the game has ever seen. Of course, he's 6 feet tall, and his physicality and movement also makes him a constant threat to defenders, both inside and outside penalty areas. Of course, off the pitch, Ilenikina is widely recognized recognized for his disciplined work ethic and his hunger to really do so well. Now, he has a great impact for Monaco, and if he continues to show such potential, I think that Ilinikina has the potential to become a world-class striker, and his combination of talent, composure, and dedication is a blueprint for success at the highest level of football. Now, what stands out about this young star is his ability to perform under pressure, which, of course, bodes well as an illustrious career ahead. Now, moving on to Germany, we have Hassan Ouedraogo, who many would consider to be a midfield marvel. Now, Hassan is one of the most exciting young midfield talents in European football, showing enormous potential despite limited appearances for RB Leipzig this season. Now, he stands tall at 6'3". Now, Ouedraogo is a commanding presence in the heart of the midfield, where his physicality, tactical awareness, and technical finesse sets him apart as a modern central midfielder with a bright future. Now, Ouedraogo's ability to win midfield duels is a standout feature of his game, with an impressive 65% success rate in battles for possession. Now, this dominance, coupled with an excellent passing range and composure under pressure, makes him an ideal candidate to dictate play from deep or box-to-box roles. Now, his knack for transitioning seamlessly between physicality and finesse highlights his balance, or the balance he brings to Leipzig's midfield options. Of course, we know that injuries have limited his playing time on this season, but we can look at his past as a former under-17 Bundesliga champion. He has already shown his ability to thrive in high-stakes scenarios. Now, coaches and scouts alike have praised his maturity, vision, and the ability to read the game, qualities that, of course, make him a key prospect for Leipzig moving forward. Now, this guy, Ouedraogo, has a reputation for being hardworking and focused, traits that that would keep him, help him to recover from setbacks and establish himself as a starter for Leipzig as he builds on his experience and sharpens his skills. Now, this is a player that we should keep an eye for, who is, of course, considered to be a midfield marvel, and his journey is only just starting. But anyway, that brings us to the end of this episode. I would like to say that the future of football is just one to be proud of, because each of these players in their own writing, in their own way, is writing their own unique story, captivating fans and pundits alike with performances that go beyond their years. From Carlos Baliba to Miles Lewis-Skelly to Paul Kubarsi to George Ilinikina, and of course Hassan Ouedraogo. Now, these players have shown some form of creativity, defensive duties, and of course embody qualities that show that they are ready to play at a top level. Now, these young talents are not just exciting prospects, they are already making waves, proving that the future of football is in capable hands. Whether it's Baliba, Kubarsi, Ilinikina, or Lewis-Skelly, they have the potential to do well, because this is some raw power, skill, and each player offers something unique that captures the imagination of football lovers across the globe. And that, of course, brings us to the end of this episode. I am Adeyinka Black, and of course, keep watching on the Global Sports Analysis. Until we meet again with more updates and more insights, keep loving the beautiful game of football, and I want to say cheers. All the insights, all the goodies, and everything you should be looking out for in football. Active possession, goals which is coming. I'm talking about Global Sports Analysis.